knew that there has to be a better way, and I truly feel that my team and I are the best people to solve this problem. The plastic that's used to make orange prescription pill bottles, less than 3% of this is actually recycled. AlphaLab Health is a sustainable medication packaging company, really focused on replacing the more than 8 billion orange plastic pill bottles used in the United States annually. I wanted to make sure that when we design this fully recyclable and compostable box, it's not going to be the paper straw version of plastic straw. We wanted to make sure that whatever we made was actually better than the orange plastic pill bottles. We've also really designed it with the patients in mind, so making sure that it's easier to open and that it's also easier for patients to read just what's on the label.
AlphaLab Health takes companies that have spun out of universities or other areas and really helps them get that true business traction and move to the next stage of growth.
We already have 2 cohorts of them seated. They're bright people, they're solving problems, they're integrated within the healthcare system. They're doing what we really wanted and what we hoped for at the very beginning.
Core abilities like the ability to walk and talk and see and remember are supported by different regions of the brain. And there are incredible new tools available now to map the human brain. So what Mindtrace is doing is it's bringing those tools to the point of care to help clinical teams better support neurosurgical interventions to take out brain tumors and to treat epilepsy. We spun Mindtrace out of my research lab at Carnegie Mellon University. We recognized that there is a need for neurosurgical teams to be able to generate predictions of how their patients will do 6 months after surgery before the surgical intervention.
We have a flagship product. It's called the My Healthy Pregnancy app. And the app helps identify and intervene on pregnancy risks that can have short and long-term impacts on a mother's health and a baby's health and their well-being. My Healthy Pregnancy is currently designed to be available when it's prescribed to pregnant people by their doctor or their midwife. So we combine machine learning algorithms, which can do more kind of granular, individualized risk prediction with behavioral science and a more culturally sensitive approach to identifying informational and resource needs of our target audience.
There are more than 500 million patients with chronic lung disease. And today they're not able to manage their lung health because they have no way of detecting and tracking their lung status outside of a doctor's office. Telling.AI is a digital health company. We modernize respiratory wellness just like when in-home glucose monitoring completely revolutionized diabetes care. So by recording your voice and breath for less than 2 minutes on their smartphone, Telling.AI can detect and track changes in their lung status. For a patient, it's completely revolutionary. Now, just as I know my temperature and as I know my pulse rate, I also know my lung function.
I used to smoke in high school, and while I was able to quit, it did help shape how this product would be built, because I do understand that not everybody is the same as far as quitting is concerned. The problem with the products that are currently on the market today, essentially they're changing the behavior of a smoker, and a lot of substance addiction is physiological and psychological. So when you're giving someone gum or a patch that's delivered orally or transdermally, you're not delivering nicotine rapidly when it's compared to combustible cigarette smoking. So we're not only solving for that physiological issue, but we are exactly the same experience. The oral fixation, the smoke inhalation, you're getting exactly a one-to-one experience as you would if you were to pick up a cigarette.
There's all sorts of reasons that people might run into in their lives, from a stroke to Parkinson's, that makes them unable to speak in a normal manner or keep up in conversation. Spoken, we give people realistic voices and good next word predictions that help them speak in the real world. It's been 5 years from idea to now we're in people's hands helping people every day. In the past year, we've doubled our users, doubled again, and then doubled again. And we'd like to keep doing that. And the way we've been able to do that is by finding more and more use cases where we can help.
So the more exits and acquisitions we have, the more pool of capital there is to go back into early stage companies, and the more talented people there are to continue to grow new companies. So the successes that we've seen recently will catalyze the next generation of companies here in Pittsburgh.